Hello students, we start with the numericals that were left out of part E of laws of motion. That is part E, chapter laws of motion, which is all about gravitation. Yes, theory part is already done. Again, I'll just put up the formulas which are applicable. The formulas will be changed in two places. The three kinematical equations were V is equals to U plus AT. Second was S is equals to UT plus half AT square. And third was V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. But here, since we are learning about gravity, we are going to replace the value A as G and S distance as height H. Getting it? So the formulas will become, the first formula will become V is equals to U plus GT. The second formula S means height will become UT plus half GT square, and the third will become V square is equals to U square plus 2G and H. A के जगह पर G और S के जगह पर H. Getting it? यही formulas है. Already जो first part में था, the same formulas are applicable. Just only the replacement will take place. That is A के जगह पर G put करेंगे और S के जगह पर H put up करेंगे. And there is one more part, that is when an object is moving from ground surface and traveling in an upward maximum direction, maximum height, and again returning back, that time we have some specific formula, that is the total height, the total distance covered, the total distance covered when the body is thrown from the ground and it again returns back. That time the formula was, the maximum height is U square upon G. Okay, and for the total time taken, that is the total time taken will equal to 2 times U upon G. So this we will be applying while problems which are related to object when it is thrown in an upward direction, reaches the maximum height and again returns back. Getting it? So these are all the formulas. Just copy it down so we can proceed with the numericals. Okay, it's exercise numericals. The first question is, the force of attraction between two bodies of separation is 10 newtons. Okay, originally the force of attraction between the two bodies is 10 newtons. What will be the force of attraction between them? What will be the force of attraction between them if the separation, ये जो separation था ना, distance between the two, ये जो R capital R लिखो या small r लिखो, the distance between the two is reduced to half. अगर वो half हो गया मतलब it is being changed, तो एक काम करते हैं, इसको दो पार्ट में डिवाइड करते हैं, ओरिजिनल एंड न्यू पार्ट. कैसे? ओरिजिनली लेट द फोर्स बी F1 which was 10 Newton. Getting it? And we are supposed to find the force, new force, that is F2. What is the relation between these two when the separation is reduced to half? So let the separation को हम लोग क्या बोलते थे? The distance. Let the distance here be R. So here the distance will become half of that, means R upon 2. Getting it? What was the Newton's law of gravitation? According to Newton's law of gravitation, according to Newton's law of gravitation, we had force is equal to G capital M small m upon R square. This was your formula. So finding now for we'll use this for original and new. So for the original it will become F1 is equals to G capital M small m and distance is R, so it will remain R square only. Okay, but for F2 here in the second case it will become G capital M small m upon R. What is the distance here? R upon 2, but the whole square. So if I solve this, F2 will become G capital M small m upon R square upon 4. So this 4 will denominator goes in the numerator. So F2 will become 4 ऊपर जाएगा, so it will become 4 times G capital M small m upon R square. Okay, if this is so, now we'll find the ratio of this. Therefore, what will be F1 upon F2? F1 is G capital M small m upon R square. Upon means divided by 4 times F2. F2 is 4 times G capital M small m upon R square, which is equals to F1 upon F2 has become G capital M small m upon R square multiplied by, divide का multiply किया, it becomes reciprocal. So R square upon 4 times G capital M small m. Okay, now look at this, there is some cancellation, R square and R square cancels, GMM cancels, left is only the number 4, that too in the denominator. That means F1 upon F2 is equals to 1 upon 4. So if I cross multiply, your F2 will becomes 4 times F1. समझ में आ रहा है? Therefore the new distance F2 is what? New force. That is the new force will become 4 times the original. 4 times the original force. Getting it? Four times the original. So now F1 is already provided to you. Are you able to see? Yeah. So F2 is equals to 4 into F1 is already given to be 10. Therefore it becomes 40 newtons. Therefore your final answer F2 is equals to 40 newtons. Getting it? थोड़ा हटके था, based on Newton's law. Okay, go through it properly, original or new. This is easier, I am making it easier. बाकी if you combine all the steps, तो you won't be able to understand कि मैं क्या cancel करूँ और क्या रहने दूँ, और ये reciprocal होना, and that will make you confused. So इस तरह से step by step करेंगे तो it will be better understood and you can put up easily. Okay. The second question says write the approximate weight. We are supposed to find the weight which is denoted by W. Okay, of a body whose mass यानी कि small m is how much, is given 5 kg, and here what assumption have you made? Now assumption हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं यहाँ पर? Assumption is we take G दिया नहीं है ना, तो G का वैल्यू आइदर 9.8 लो या तो फिर 10 लो. तो इजी करने के लिए आई हैव टेकन 10. इफ दे प्रोवाइड यू, अगर ऑलरेडी दिया है 10 या 9.8 तो 9.8 यूज करो. यहाँ पर जस्ट फॉर इजी कैलकुलेशन आई एम यूजिंग 10. सो देयरफॉर सॉल्यूशन, वेट ऑफ द बॉडी, ऑलवेज द वेट का फॉर्मूला एज वी स्टडीड इन द थियरी पार्ट, वेट इज इक्वल्स टू मास इनटू ग्रेविटी. Mass is already 5 kg and gravity is just now we assumed as 10. Therefore it has become 50. Weight is a type of force. Therefore unit will remain Newton. Therefore the weight is 50 Newton. Got it? छोटा सा था प्रॉब्लम, कुछ भी नहीं था, डेटा था, खाली assumption अपने को 10 लेना था. The third question, calculate the weight again. Calculate the weight. That is again you want W का value. of a body whose mass यानी कि small m is 10 kg. We want to find, अच्छा they have said g का वैल्यू ग्रेविटी यहाँ पर दिया है, स्पेसिफाई किया हुआ है 9.8 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. यू वांट टू फाइंड द वेट बट इन टू डिफरेंट सिस्टम्स. वन kgf में चाहिए और दूसरा न्यूटन में चाहिए. तो फर्स्ट आई एम ट्राइंग टू फाइंड फॉर kgf. देयरफॉर वेट दैट इज W का फॉर्मूला इज m into g. So m is already 10 into g, but in kgf ग्रेविटी का वैल्यू ये जो 9.8 जो दिया है, it is in normal unit. These are the normal unit, and g is equals to 1 kgf when it is gravitational unit. Okay, so here they have asked for gravitational unit, तो इसके लिए I am going to use 1 kgf, g का वैल्यू. Therefore 10 into 1 becomes 10. Therefore weight is 10 kgf. Got it? ये था in kgf. उसी का ही सेकेंड पार्ट पूछा है. We want the answer in Newton. In Newton. तो वापस से W is equals to m into g. M mass is already 10 and g they have said 9.8. 9.8 into 10 is 980, but there is decimal after one place, so decimal over here 0 चला जाएगा. Therefore your weight is 98 Newton. Simple. कंफ्यूज करने के लिए खाली kgf पूछा था, बट kgf का वैल्यू याद रखो इन ग्रेविटेशनल यूनिट. इट इज 1, so it is multiplied by 1. Got it? Okay. The fourth one says state the magnitude and direction. Magnitude as well as direction. Magnitude यानी न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू, और डायरेक्शन कहाँ पर जा रहा है, ऊपर की तरफ के नीचे की तरफ, वर्टिकली अपवर्ड्स और वर्टिकली डाउनवर्ड्स. State the magnitude and direction of force of gravity acting on a body whose mass is 5 kg. Mass is given 5 kg and we are supposed to use g is 9.8 meters per second square. Okay, so now solution simple. m और g दोनों दिया हुआ है, तो just find the force of gravity. Here the force of gravity is again m into g. Mass is 5 and gravity is 9.8. Multiply, so it's a 44, 45 and 49, 490, but decimal after one place, so decimal over here, so it becomes 49 Newton. Okay, so this is your magnitude. We call it as magnitude क्योंकि उसके अंदर न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू और यूनिट आ गया, तो इट इज अ मैग्नीट्यूड. लेकिन सिंस द आंसर इज पॉजिटिव, सिंस f is positive, फोर्स का वैल्यू पॉजिटिव आया, देयरफॉर द ऑब्जेक्ट क्या लिखा है ऑन अ बॉडी, देयरफॉर द बॉडी इज मूविंग वर्टिकली डाउनवर्ड्स. समझ में आ रहा है? सो देयरफॉर टू राइट द फाइनल आंसर क्या लिखूंगा, देयरफॉर द फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी is equals to 49 Newton, which is acting vertically downwards. Okay, understood this? Just go through it properly. They had asked you the magnitude as well as direction. So first they provided me with m and g. उससे मैंने सिर्फ फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी यानी कि वेट बोलो या फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी बोलो, वन एंड द सेम. इट इज m into g, तो m is 5 and g they have given 9.8. I got 490, that is 4.9. पॉइंट आफ्टर वन प्लेस करूंगा तो 0 चला जाएगा. इट बिकम्स 49 न्यूटन. तो ये हो गया सिर्फ उसका मैग्नीट्यूड, लेकिन अभी वो ऊपर की तरफ जा रहा है या नीचे की तरफ, दैट इज डिसाइडेड बाय द साइन। फोर्स का आंसर अपने को क्या मिला, पॉजिटिव आंसर मिला। पॉजिटिव आंसर कभी मिलता है, व्हेन समथिंग इज फॉलिंग टुवर्ड्स द अर्थ। इसका मतलब द ऑब्जेक्ट, द बॉडी जो है इट इज मूविंग वर्टिकली डाउनवर्ड्स। सपोज अगर ये नेगेटिव आंसर आता तो इट वॉज अगेंस्ट ग्रेविटी। अगेंस्ट ग्रेविटी मीन्स मूविंग अपवर्ड्स, बट यहाँ पर द आंसर इज पॉजिटिव, therefore it is moving vertically downwards. Therefore I wrote the final answer with magnitude and direction. So the force of gravity is 49 Newton acting vertically downwards. Got it? The next question, the fifth question, again a simple one. The weight of the body, the weight is already given. The weight of the body is given 2.0, which means 2 Newton. What is the mass? Mass is how much? If they give you in the bracket they have given that g का value is 10 meters per second square. So simple solution, यहाँ पर divide हो जाएगा. The value, the formula for W is m into g. Weight is equal to mass into gravity. Weight is given 2. It is equal to mass we don't know into gravity is 10. 10 को नीचे ले लेंगे. Therefore your m is equals to 2 upon 10. So I am not going to cancel, directly shift करूंगा. Whenever there is 10 or any multiple of 10 in the denominator, we just shift the decimal. यहाँ पर एक 0 है तो it will be shifted decimal 1 place, पीछे की तरफ 1 place, left hand side. Therefore mass is equals to 0.2. Since it is in MKS system, SI system, we write unit as kg. Therefore your mass is 0.2 kg. Got it? Yeah. Proceeding further. Sixth one, the weight of a body on the earth, weight of the body on the earth is 98 Newton, where the acceleration due to gravity A is acceleration due to gravity G use करेंगे, it is 9.8 meters per second square. समझ में आ रहा है? What will be its mass? Okay, इसका मास फाइंड आउट करेंगे. पहले इतना ही लेते, फर्स्ट इतना ही लेते, बाद में देखेंगे आगे क्या है. इसमें पूछा है मास, तो वेट ऑफ द वेट ऑन द अर्थ इज इक्वल्स टू मास ऑन द अर्थ इनटू ग्रेविटी ऑन द अर्थ. ये सब, ये अर्थ ले लेता हूँ, ये भी अर्थ ले लेता हूँ. तो वेट ऑन द अर्थ इज 98, मास इज नॉट नोन, तो मास ऑन द अर्थ into gravity on the earth is 9.8. Divide करेंगे, therefore mass on the earth is 98 upon 9.8. I am shifting one decimal on right hand side, so there will be one extra 0. यानी ये बन जाएगा, क्या बन जाएगा, 980 upon 98. Cancellation 1s and 10s. Therefore the mass on the earth has become 10. Mass है, mass is in kg. Therefore your first answer for mass of the body where on the earth ही पूछा था ना, yes, mass of the body on earth is 10 kg. Now इसी का ही सेकेंड पार्ट है, इसी का ही सेकेंड पार्ट है, weight on the moon. The weight on the moon, find the weight on the moon. Weight on moon is how much, where the acceleration due to gravity, मतलब already gravity on the moon is given to you. Gravity, moon के ऊपर gravity कितना है, 1.6 meters per second square. तो weight find out करना है, लेकिन mass of the body already मिल गया, because mass does not change. Since mass remains constant, तो इसका मतलब यही डेटा के अंदर वी विल पुट दैट मास इज, क्या मिला था, 10 kg, तो इट विल रिमेन 10 kg. बराबर है, यहाँ पे 10 kg मिला था, सेम यहाँ पर यूज होगा. एंड देयरफॉर द फॉर्मूला दैट वेट ऑफ एनी बॉडी ऑन द मून इज मास इनटू ग्रेविटी, बट ग्रेविटी कौन सा यूज करेंगे, जो मून के ऊपर ग्रेविटी है. देयरफॉर वेट इज, द वेट ऑन द मून will equal to mass कितना है, 10 kg, and gravity of the moon is 1.6. मल्टीप्लाई करो, 16 10s are 160. डेसिमल आफ्टर 1 प्लेस, पॉइंट आ गया, 0 चला गया. therefore left is only 16. वेट यानी फोर्स, और फोर्स का यूनिट इज न्यूटन. देयरफॉर द वेट ऑन द मून इज 16 न्यूटन. समझ में आया? इजी. यहां से पहले वी फाउंड द मास 10 kg. नाउ टेक दिस मास ऑन एनी प्लेनेट, एनी सैटेलाइट, कहीं पर भी लेके जाओ, द मास डज नॉट चेंज. इसके लिए जब हम लोग मून का कैलकुलेशन कर रहे हैं, देयर ऑल्सो आई हैव यूज्ड द मास एज 10 kg एंड देयरफॉर वी गॉट द आंसर. समझ में आ रहा है? ओके. ओके, नेक्स्ट वाला. ओके, लेट मी प्रोसीड हियर ओनली. कौन सा था ये? 6th one. द 7th one. 7th one is about a man weighs 600 Newton on earth. मतलब weight of the man on the earth is given to be कितना? 600 Newton बोला है. What would be his approximate weight on the moon? तो फिर weight on moon is how much? Give the reason for your answer. Reason तो से अरे थियरी पार्ट में हम लोग ने किया था ना. The reason is that weight on the moon is always 1/6 of the weight on earth. का मतलब क्या हुआ? The weight on moon will become 1/6 times the weight on earth. Weight on earth is 600 Newton. Cancellation कर लो. 6 1 and 2 zeros. मतलब it becomes 100 Newton. तो ये क्या हो गया? Weight on moon. खाली वो सिंपल एक पॉइंट था कि वेट का डिफरेंस कितना होता है. द कोरिलेशन बिटवीन वेट ऑन द अर्थ एंड वेट ऑन द मून. द वेट ऑन द मून इज ऑलवेज 1/6 ऑफ द वेट ऑन द अर्थ. समझा? एकदम सिंपल. जस्ट कॉपी इट. क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 says, the question number 8, it says what is the force of gravity. Force of gravity यानी कि F चाहिए अपने को. F चाहिए and also the weight of a block whose mass is given 10.5 kg and they have asked to use G का value as 10 meters per second square. Before starting the problem पहले ही बता देता हूँ, फोर्स पूछा है और वेट भी पूछा है. फोर्स और वेट एक्चुअली दोनों सेम ही होता है. फोर्स ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी, ग्रेविटी की वजह से जो भी ग्रेविटी इज एक्टिंग ऑन अ बॉडी, दैट इज द वेट ऑफ द बॉडी. समझ में आ रहा है? द फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी विच इज एक्टिंग ऑन अ बॉडी इज कॉल्ड एज द वेट. इसका मतलब दोनों का आंसर सेम ही आने वाला है, ओनली द स्टेटमेंट्स वुड बी रिपीटेड. तो देखो, द सोल्यूशन सेज फर्स्ट वी वांट द फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी. तो मैं लिखता हूं दैट फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी यानी कि F जो होता है उसका फॉर्मूला इज m इंटू जी. तो मास इज 10.5 एंड ग्रेविटी इज 10. मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो इट विल बिकम 105 दैट इज न्यूटन. ये हो गया सिंपल फर्स्ट वाला, दैट इज फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी. अभी उसका सेकेंड पार्ट है, ये फर्स्ट पार्ट था. द सेकेंड पार्ट इज फाइंड द वेट ऑफ द ब्लॉक. वेट ऑफ द ब्लॉक का भी फॉर्मूला वही है, वेट ऑफ अ ब्लॉक विल बी सेम मास इनटू ग्रेविटी. वापस से मास इज 10.5 और ग्रेविटी वापस से 10. तो 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो पॉइंट शिफ्ट हो जाएगा, दैट विल बी 105 न्यूटन. तो ये भी हो गया वेट ऑफ अ ब्लॉक. समझ में आया? वाई द आंसर्स आर सेम? बिकॉज ऑफ द डेफिनेशन विच स्टेट्स अबाउट द वेट ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज एक्चुअली द फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी विच इज एक्टिंग ऑन द बॉडी. इसके लिए दोनों का आंसर अपना सेम आया है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, 9th क्वेश्चन. इट इज अबाउट अ बॉल इज रिलीज्ड फ्रॉम अ हाइट. मतलब फ्रॉम सम हाइट, यहां से द बॉल इज रिलीज्ड. तो when the ball is released, initially it was at rest, मतलब u will be 0. u is 0 meters per second from a height and it reaches the ground. It reaches the ground. In how much time? In time 3 seconds. Now since the object is moving downwards, यहाँ पर gravity act होगा. Gravity we will take as positive 9.8 meters per second square. we are supposed to find first the height. We are supposed to find a, that is your height from which, ये पूरा height कितना है, how much is the height, यहाँ से लेके नीचे तक, what is the height, height from which ball was released. चलो पहले यही फाइंड आउट कर लेते हैं, इज हाउ मच, यानी कि h. सो फर्स्ट वी नो द फॉर्मूला, हम लोग ने यूज किया था s इज इक्वल्स टू यू टी प्लस हाफ ए टी स्क्वायर. ओके, मैंने इसको बोला था चेंज कर देंगे फॉर्मूला को, तो s का मतलब होता है h इज इक्वल्स टू यू टी एज इट इज प्लस हाफ ए बिकम्स जी, तो जी टी स्क्वायर. तो ये एक्चुअल फॉर्मूला, अगर ये नहीं लिखोगे और डायरेक्टली ये लिखोगे तो भी चलेगा, या फिर इसी में ही डायरेक्टली सब्स्टिट्यूट करो तो भी चलेगा. ओके, सो हाइट वी वांट u इंटू टी, u इज 0, टाइम इंटरवल इज 3 seconds, प्लस अगेन हाफ इंटू जी, जी इज 9.8 इंटू टी का स्क्वायर यानी कि 3 का स्क्वायर. h इज इक्वल्स टू 0 इंटू एनीथिंग इज 0, प्लस यहाँ पर पहले मैं ये इसको कट कर देता हूँ, 2 1 जा 2, 2 4 जा 8, 0.18, 2 9 जा 18, यानी ये बन गया 4.9 एक ब्रैकेट में इंटू 3 का स्क्वायर इज 9. ओके, सो वी आर लेफ्ट विथ ओनली ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन पार्ट, 0 को नहीं लेंगे. 9 9 जा 81, 1 इन 8, 9 4 जा 36 एंड 8 इज 44. इट इज 44. नाउ वी वांट डेसिमल आफ्टर वन प्लेस, यानी डेसिमल यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. Therefore your height is 44.1 meters. समझ में आया? Therefore आंसर लिखेंगे height from which the ball was released is 44.1 meters. Okay? अभी इसी का ही अपने को सेकेंड पार्ट चाहिए. Find the velocity with which the ball strikes the ground. इसका मतलब क्या चाहिए, फाइनल वेलोसिटी. मतलब अननोइंगली क्या चाहिए अपने को, फाइनल वेलोसिटी, यानी कि वी वांट v, v इज इक्वल्स टू हाउ मच. तो अपना v रिलेटेड फॉर्मूला कौन सा है, v रिलेटेड फॉर्मूला वाज v स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू u स्क्वायर प्लस 2as. इसको मैं चेंज करके क्या बना दूंगा, उसको मैं v स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू u स्क्वायर प्लस 2g, a has become g and s has become h. v का स्क्वायर, v क्या है, v तो फाइंड आउट करना है. u का स्क्वायर, u इज 0, तो 0 का स्क्वायर प्लस 2 इंटू जी, जी इज 9.8. h हाइट, हाइट कितना मिला, अभी मिला था हाइट, हाइट कितना मिला है 44.1. अभी इसको सबको हम लोग मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. 441 into 98 and then 2. Can you see the multiplication? 441 or 98. 8 1 is 8, 8 4 is 32, 32 or 3, 35. 9 1 is 9, 9 4 is 36 or 36 or 3, 39. मतलब 8 1 1 2 1 3 4. इसको और मल्टीप्लाई बाई 2 है. 2 8 is 16, 2 1 is 2 and 3, 2 2 is 4, 2 3 is 6, 2 4 is 8. 8 6 4 3 6. But the decimal is after यहाँ पर 1 place and यहाँ पर 1 place. Totally 2 places. मतलब 8 6 4 3 6. Point after 2 places. मतलब इधर आ गया. तो v square is this. Therefore your v will be the square root of this term. Therefore कहाँ पर लिखो, therefore v is the square root of 864.36. If you go to find this by division method, then you get an answer of about 29.4 meters per second. अगर ये कैसे आ रहा है स्क्वायर रूट अगर समझ में नहीं आता है तो यू कैन आस्क मी पर्सनली, बट ये डायरेक्टली स्क्वायर रूट है. ओके, सो दिस इज अबाउट द 9th क्वेश्चन. लिसन, ये जो हम लोग ने किया बी पार्ट, इट कैन बी मेड मच इजियर अगर तुम और कोई फॉर्मूला भी यूज करो. मतलब ये जो ये पार्ट है ना, इसका मैं और करके देता हूं, और सेकेंड पार्ट इसके जगह पर इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला वी स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू यू स्क्वायर प्लस 2as, यूज v इज इक्वल्स टू u प्लस ए टी, यानी v इज इक्वल्स टू u प्लस a के जगह पर g और t विल रिमेन एज इट इज. नाउ सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यूज फ्रॉम द डेटा. v इज इक्वल टू u क्या है 0 प्लस g का वैल्यू 9.8 इंटू t, टाइम टेकन इज 3 seconds, तो इट इज मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 3. डायरेक्टली v मिल गया 3 8 24, 4 and 2 3 27 28 29 पॉइंट आफ्टर 1 प्लेस 29.4. देखो इतना लंबा स्क्वायर रूट करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. तो v इज 29.4 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड. सो दिस इज योर आंसर. और लिखा है मैंने प्लीज प्लीज प्लीज, और फॉर द सेकेंड पार्ट, ये जो सेकेंड पार्ट है उसका मैंने और करके बताया, आइदर दिस और दिस. गेटिंग इट? you have a better view. This is a or part of it. Either use this method or this method. I suppose this is a lengthier one. ये स्क्वायर रूट निकालने में टाइम जाएगा, ये मल्टीप्लीकेशन करने में टाइम जाएगा. उससे अच्छा बेटर ये था खाली मल्टीप्लाई बाय 9.8 इंटू 3. ओके, द 10th वन वापस एक अजम्पशन वाला प्रॉब्लम है. What force in Newton? We want the answer of force, but the answer should be in Newton. Answer should be in Newton. Your muscles need to apply to hold a mass. Mass is given 5 kg in your hand. हाथ में अपने को 5 kg का मास पकड़ना है, तो उसमें what amount of force is required. अभी फोर्स या वेट बोलो, you need to use the value of g. तो ये अपना assumption हो जाएगा. g का वैल्यू इज 9.8 meters per second square. So this is your assumption. This is your assumption. अगर 10 यूज करो तो 10 को assumption लेके सॉल्व करो तो आंसर 50 आ जाएगा. So the solution says the force acting is again equal to mass into gravity. Mass is 5 and gravity is 9.8. Multiply करो, 5 8 जा 40, 45 and 49. Point after one place यहाँ पर आ गया, तो it has become 49 Newton. That is the force. Therefore your final answer क्या पूछा था? Find the force. बस वही तो पूछा है, खाली force लिख दो यहाँ पर. Force is 49 Newton. Okay. So this is about your 10th question. आगे प्रोसीड करते हैं.
So we continue with the numericals. That is your question number 11, which says a body is thrown vertically upwards. A body is thrown vertically upwards from here, from the ground surface. The body is thrown vertically upwards. Okay, and it goes to a height up to 20 meters. The height to which it reaches is 20 meters. Height is 20 meters. Let me put up here data. Height is 20 meters. Then it is said, and then returns to the ground. Okay, this is a type of problem where there is a to and fro journey from the ground to the top level, and from the top level it falls to the ground. Here, when it is moving upwards, it is against gravity. When it is coming down, it is towards the gravity. So in this case, upper case, we are going to use g as -10, and in the lower case, when the object is coming down, we are going to use u is positive 10 meters per second square. Getting it? That why? Because we are moving in opposite direction. अभी हम लोग देखते हैं आगे. And returns back to the ground, taking acceleration due to gravity as 10 meters per second square. Okay, we are supposed to first find the initial velocity. Now just look at this first part where the object is moving from A to B. When it is moving from A to B and when it reaches the maximum point, there your final velocity becomes 0. Getting it? So solution में we will write that when the object एक ball है, okay, when the ball reaches the maximum height we consider v is equals to 0 and we are supposed to find u is equals to how much. So for this we have a formula, v square is equals to u square plus 2as, but in the case of gravity we replace the numbers a के जगह पर g and s के जगह पर height. How does it go? v is 0, so it remains 0 square. u is we want to keep it as it is, 2 into g. Now this g is moving upwards, that's why I am using minus 10, and h height is already given 20. Okay, so your 0 square is 0, y square remains as it is, plus minus is minus, 2 2s are 4 with 2 zeros. Take minus 400 on the other side, therefore your u square becomes 400. Therefore u is the square root of 400. Square root of 400 is simply 20 meters per second. So this is your first answer, that is the initial velocity that we wanted. अभी क्या चाहिए? We want the final velocity. This was your A part. The B part is the final velocity. Final velocity, लेकिन कौन सा? Final velocity कभी का? Final velocity on reaching the ground. Final velocity on reaching the ground. इसका मतलब we have to consider the other case when the object is coming from top to bottom. So it is a new case when it is coming from top to bottom. Initially it is at rest, यानी u को हम लोग 0 लेंगे और यहाँ पर v हम लोग फाइंड आउट करेंगे and g को हम लोग 10 यूज करेंगे. Getting it? So in this case u will remain 0 and v is equals to how much? So इसमें वापस से हम लोग पुट अप करेंगे द फॉर्मूला that is v square is equals to u square plus 2gh. I am directly substituting. v का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है, तो v square, u is 0 in this case when it is coming down, plus 2 into g. Now g का वैल्यू, since it is falling down towards the gravity, we use positive value of 10 and height is already given 20. Okay, so v square is equals to 0 leaves, it becomes only 400. So again to find v we need square root of 400. Therefore your final velocity has become 20 meters per second. Same. Okay, the third part says we want the total time of the journey. Total time. Remember when I give you the formulas in the beginning and this type of problem where there is to and fro journey, I give you a direct formula to find the total time. The total time of journey is given by the formula 2u upon g. So here it becomes 2 times u. U we got 20 upon g is 10. 0 and 0 cancels, it becomes 4. Time is given in seconds. Therefore your total time taken to complete the journey, that is from A to B and again from B to A, the total time taken is 4 seconds. Getting it? Go through it properly. Remember when we are using the data, when u is 0 and when v is to be considered 0. When it is moving from top to from bottom to the top, that time we use final velocity as 0. v को 0 लिया है. When it is falling from top to bottom, we take u as 0 because it is at rest over here. And velocity finally कितना हुआ, that we are going to find over here. And two more things, that is g is considered negative when it is moving upwards and g is considered positive when it is moving downwards. Getting it? Remember the two cases and accordingly the calculation part. Okay, so this was your question number 11. You can Okay, everything is visible. You can copy down it properly.
So we continue with the question number 12, wherein it says a body is dropped from the top of the tower. The body is dropped from the top of the tower. When a body is dropped, इसका मतलब it is initially at rest. So let me put up u is equals to 0 meters per second. Okay, if it acquires a velocity, when in the later stage, when it is coming down, its final velocity becomes 20 meters per second. Down it becomes final velocity as 20 meters per second. On reaching the ground, calculate the height is supposed to be find out, and they have asked you to use the value of g as 10 meters per second square. Can you see over here, t is not given, t is not mentioned. So when t is not mentioned, we use a formula which does not have t as a component. So it is v square is equals to u square plus 2gh, a direct formula. Okay, now let me first go through the problem and discuss. A body is dropped from the top. It is dropped from the top. इसका मतलब when it is moving downwards towards the gravity, इसका मतलब g का value will remain positive. Okay, so v का square, it is 20 square is equals to u square. U is 0 square plus 2 into g. G is 10 and height we are supposed to find out. So this becomes 20 square is 400. 0 square is 0. 2 tens are 20 with h. So we are left out with only 20h, which is equals to your 400, and therefore your h is equals to 400 upon 20. Cancellation 1s and 2s. Therefore it becomes 20. So height is measured in meters. Therefore your height is 20 meters. Getting it? The question was calculate the height of the tower. So just mention the final answer, that is the height of the tower is 20 meters. Getting it? A simplified version where they had given a body is falling from the top of the tower. When it is falling from the top of the tower, it is initially at rest. इसके लिए I have taken u is 0 meters per second. And finally when it is coming down, whenever a body is coming down, its velocity goes on increasing, and finally it becomes 20 meters per second when it touches the surface. Okay, and since it is moving downwards, I am going to use the value of gravity, which is given as 10 meters per second square, but I am going to take it positive since it is in a downward motion. Height we are supposed to find, and I have selected the formula accordingly where t is not a factor. The formula is v square is equal to u square plus 2gh, substitution and the answer. Okay, this is your 12th one. Question number 13. It says a ball is thrown vertically upwards. A ball is thrown vertically upwards. When it is thrown vertically upwards, it returns after. It goes up and comes back after a total of 6 seconds. मतलब जाके आने के लिए ऊपर गया, ऊपर से वापस नीचे आया. Total time of the journey is 6 seconds. Find the greatest height reached by the ball. So here, since it starts from the base, we take u is equals to 0. Okay, u is equals to 0 meters per second. They have given the total time of journey. The total time of the journey is 6 seconds, but we want only on one side. खाली ऊपर जाने के लिए कितना लगेगा time? Therefore, time to reach the highest point will be half of the given time, that is your 3 seconds. इसका मतलब we are going to use t as 3 seconds. Now your first case is to find the greatest height. Height के लिए we use the formula s is equals to ut plus half at square. जहाँ पर हम लोग चेंज कर देंगे तो h is equals to ut plus half gt square. So your h is equals to, u is given to be 0, time interval is 3 plus half of g का value given to us is 10 meters per second square. Okay, so here I substitute g ka value as 10. Yes, but since it is moving in an upward direction, I have to use it as minus 10, upward direction and upward journey. And the value of t is 3, it becomes 3 square. Therefore h is equals to 0 into 3 is 0, plus minus is minus, 2 ones are and 2 5s are. So minus 5 into 3 square is 9. Therefore h becomes negative of 45. Negative sign. Why negative sign? Because it is moving against gravity. Yeah. Say negative sign indicates moving against gravity, and therefore we consider height as positive, that is 45 meters. Okay, this is your first case. The second case requires find the initial velocity. We want the initial velocity. Now here we took 0, but now it is already thrown with some speed. When it is thrown with some speed, there u becomes 0 somewhere, and finally when it stops v becomes 0. Okay, so here u is something, u we want, that is what with which velocity it is sent up. So we want to find that u, so that it ultimately when it reaches the highest point, your v becomes 0 meters per second. And how much is the time taken just to go upstairs? It is 3 seconds. And therefore if this is known to you and g ka value, s ka value, everything is known to you, so we can find the according to, let us see if we can, v is equals to u plus gt. V is 0, u we don't know, plus g is 9 g is 10, g is minus 10, and t is 3 seconds. Therefore 0 is equals to u minus 30. Take 30 on this side, therefore u is equals to 30 meters per second. Getting it? So this is your initial velocity. What we wanted was the height and the initial velocity. Okay, this is your 13th question. Okay, so we go for the 14th question, wherein it says a pebble is thrown vertically upwards. A pebble from the ground surface is thrown vertically upwards. Okay, with a speed of 20 meters per second. Initially it is moving with a speed of 20 meters per second. Initially it is moving with 20 meters per second, and since it is moving in an upward direction, they have said the value of g is 10, लेकिन हम लोग यूज करेंगे minus 10 meters per second because it is moving against gravity. Okay, and finally since it reaches the maximum height, the final velocity becomes 0 meters per second. The final velocity becomes 0 meters per second. How high will it be after 2 seconds? So what will be the height at the end of 2 seconds? 2 seconds के बाद वो कितना ऊपर पहुंचेगा? So simple calculation, we have g का value, we have height, we want the height का value, and also u is known to you, also time is known to you. So there is a simplified formula, s is equals to ut plus half at square, which when changed, replaced, s becomes your height, u into t will remain as it is, plus half, a has become g, and t square will remain as it is. H we want, u ka value is 20, t ka value is 2 seconds, plus this is your half, into g का value is 10, but minus 10 apply करेंगे. t square is 2 का square. Please pay attention. 20 into 2 is 40. Plus minus is minus. So left is half. There is 10 and there is 2 का square, which is 4. 2 ones are and 2 twos are. Therefore height becomes, this is your 40 minus 10 into 2 is 20. Therefore your final height becomes 20 meters. So this is your final answer. Anything else asked? How high will it reach after 2 seconds? Just to mention the answer. Getting it? So it was, a pebble was thrown from the bottom surface with the initial velocity of 20 meters per second and it reaches the maximum height. जब वो maximum height पे जाएगा तो final velocity v will become 0 and since it is moving against gravity we are taking g as negative 10 and we are supposed to find the height when the time is given 2 seconds. Just apply in the formula, you get the answer as 20 meters. Your 15th question, now it has two parts. Let us go through one by one. How long का मतलब होता है time interval. How long is the time interval? How long will a stone take a fall to the ground? To the ground मतलब initially it is at rest and it is ready to fall. Okay, it is moving downwards. मतलब gravity will be positive 10. चलेगा? And क्या लिखा है? Fall to the ground from the top of the building which is 80 meters in height. ये जो total height of the building है, height is given 80 meters. And also find, वो बाद में देखेंगे. पहले first we use this things which are given to you plus 10 meters per second square. So we are supposed to find the time when height is given to you and u का value is already known because it is falling from a building. Initially it was at rest. हम लोग ने u को 0 लिया and therefore I apply in the formula of s is equals to ut plus half a t square which is changed and becomes h is equals to ut plus half g t square. Let us see h is given 80, u is 0, t is time we want plus half as it is, g ka value is plus 10 and t square also we want. 80 will remain as it is, 0 into t is 0 plus here I can cancel 2 ones and 2 fives. It becomes only 5t square. So what I am left out with is 0 is not considered, so only 5t square is equals to 80. Therefore your t square is equals to 80 upon 5. T square is equals to 5 ones and 6. Therefore taking the square root of 16 I get the total time interval is 4 seconds. Matlab this is the time taken to reach the ground. So put up your final answer. How much is the total time taken? How high, the question is how long will a stone take to fall? Therefore the stone takes 4 seconds to fall to the ground. Okay. Now if this is understood, we go for the second part of it. The second part of it यानी कि B part में क्या दिया है? B part में what will be the velocity of the stone on reaching the ground? जब वो नीचे पहुंचेगा तभी उसका v का वैल्यू कितना हो जाएगा? What will be the value of v? Data will remain the same. So we have a formula that v square is equals to u square plus 2gh. Okay, v का value we want, keep it as it is. U is already 0, to put it as 0 square plus 2 into g, positive g, yes, coming downwards, that's why positive g. And height भी दिया हुआ है 80, good, सब कुछ दिया हुआ है. Therefore v square is equal to 0 square remains 0 plus 2 into 8 is 16 and there are 2 zeros, 1600. Therefore v square is equals to 1600. Taking the square root, v square becomes square root of, v becomes square root of 1600. Square root of 1600, 16 का 4 है और 2 0 का 1 0. तो v becomes 40 meters per second. And that is why it is said what will be the velocity of the stone on reaching the ground. Therefore the velocity of the stone on reaching the ground is 40 meters per second. Okay, got it? This was your 15th one. कुछ नहीं था, सिंपल डेटा था. टाइम फाइंड आउट करना फर्स्ट टाइम आया था टाइम फाइंड आउट करने का. तो प्लीज़ properly put up and go through it. The 16th question, it says a body falls from the top of the building. वापस से देखो क्या हो रहा है. A body is falling from the top of the building. दिख रहा है? Let me. Okay, a body is falling from the top of the building. ये top of the building है. तो since it is falling from the top of the building, initially it is at rest. So चलो put up करते हैं. U is 0 meters per second. A body falls from the top of the building and reaches the ground. यहाँ पर पहुँच गया. कितना टाइम में? In 2.5 seconds. In time interval of 2.5 seconds. Okay. How high? H is equals to how much? What is the distance? ये पूरा distance is high is the building, and they have asked you to use the G का value as 9.8 meters per second square. And since the body is moving in a downward direction, हम लोग positive use करेंगे. So which is the formula which has all these things? It is your formula for क्या चाहिए? How high? Okay, height का formula S is equals to ut plus half at square. रिप्लेसमेंट करेंगे तो S is H, ये हो गया ut प्लस हाफ a के जगह पर g एंड देर इज t स्क्वायर. हाइट वी वांट, u का वैल्यू 0, t का वैल्यू 2.5 प्लस हाफ एज इट इज इंटू g का वैल्यू 9.8, t का वैल्यू 2.5 लेकिन उसका स्क्वायर. लिसन केयरफुली द कैलकुलेशन पार्ट. डेटा सिंपल दिया हुआ है, खाली कैलकुलेशन में मिस्टेक मत करना. 0 इंटू दिस इज 0 प्लस कैंसलेशन कुछ हो रहा है तो कर रहा हूं मैं, ये तो नहीं कर सकता, पहले इसको ही कर लेता हूं. 2 1 जा 2 4 जा 8 0.29 जा, तो इट बिकम्स 4.9 एक ब्रैकेट में इंटू 25 का स्क्वायर इज 625, लेकिन पॉइंट आफ्टर 1 प्लस 1 2 प्लेसेस यानी कि 6.25. समझा? सो मल्टीप्लाइंग दिस टू दैट इज 625 with 49, 9 5 जा 45, 18 22 58 20 10 25 5 2 8 0 1 3. क्या आ रहा है? 30 पॉइंट आफ्टर हाउ मेनी प्लेसेस? इधर 2 और इधर 1, मतलब टोटली 3 प्लेसेस के बाद डेसिमल आएगा. कुछ गड़बड़? 625 और 49, 5 9 जा 45, 5 4 18 20 18 18 4 22 2 and 2 9 6 जा 54 55 56 है यहाँ पर. ओके, तो दिस बिकम्स 6. So your answer is height is 30.625 meters. If you want to make a round off, you can break it as 30.6 meters. चलेगा? This was a फाइनल आंसर इन डेसिमल. खाली वो मल्टीप्लिकेशन का थोड़ा पार्ट था कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, बाकी कुछ नहीं है. खाली डेटा पुट अप कर दिया, खाली डायग्रामेटिकली अंडरस्टैंड हो गया. यू कैन पुट अप द डेटा इजीली एंड गेट द आंसर. समझे? दिस वाज योर 16th one. Next one is your 17th question. Your 17th question says a ball is thrown vertically upwards. देखना जरा, उल्टा जा रहे हैं हम लोग. A ball is thrown vertically upwards, मतलब यहाँ पर इनिशियली अच्छा दिया कुछ है. A ball is thrown vertically upwards with an initial velocity, मतलब already it is moving with some velocity. कितना velocity initial कितना था? It is 49 meters per second. So your u is given 49 meters per second. Calculate, first part चाहिए अपने को. Calculate the maximum height. h कितना होगा? h कितना होगा? Second is the total time, लेकिन g का value is given 9.8. But look at this. When it is reaching upwards, it is moving in an opposite direction. तो फिर g को हम लोग माइनस में यूज करेंगे. minus 9.8 meters per second square. Why? Because it is against gravity. So I put up minus 9.8 meters per second square. Okay. So in using initial only this much data, and plus one more. Since it is starting from the bottom with an initial velocity of 49 meters per second square and reaches the maximum height, तो maximum height पे final velocity will become 0 क्योंकि वो वहां पर stop होने वाला है और वापस ready to come down. इसके लिए I put up v is equals to 0 meters per second. So here the time is not mentioned, so your formula will remain v square is equals to u square plus 2as. इसको replace करेंगे, v square is equals to u square plus 2g, s के जगह पर h. Okay, v is 0, so 0 square, u is 49 का square plus 2 into g, but I said g is negative, तो minus 9.8 into h find out करना है. Leave it. अभी देखो मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, this is 0, this is 49 square which is 49 into 49 मैंने as it is रखा है, प्लस माइनस इज माइनस, इसको भी मैं मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करूंगा, 2 into 9.8 into हाइट. ये जो पूरा टर्म है इट इज नेगेटिव, उसको इधर ले लो, इट बिकम्स पॉजिटिव, सो इट इज 2 into 9.8 into h एज इट इज रखा, और इसको भी 49 into 49 स्क्वायर भी मैं कैलकुलेशन नहीं कर रहा हूं बिकॉज इट विल वेस्ट योर टाइम. So better now I want only h, तो जो भी h के साथ है will come down in the denominator, यानी 49 into 49 upon there is 2 and there is 9.8. Do one thing, इसका डेसिमल को हम लोग शिफ्ट कर देते. If I shift one decimal there will be one extra 0 over here, यानी height will become 49 into 490 upon 2 into 98. Okay, listen carefully, this is a table of 49 ones are 49 twos are. Okay, this further cancels with 2 ones are 2 twos are 4, 2 fours are 8 and 2 fives are, means we are left with 245 upon 2. इसको कैंसिलेशन करो वापस से, so it is 2 ones are 2 twos are 4, 2 twos are 4, 1 is left, तो डेसिमल ले लिया 0 and 2 fives are 10. जिसको नहीं समझा प्लीज लुक एट दिस. 245 is divided by 2, 2 ones are 2 left, 4, 2 twos are 4, 5, 2 twos are 4, left is 1, so now I take a decimal and put an extra 0, 2 fives are 10, so this all ends, therefore your height is 122.5 meters. Getting it? This was your supposed to be your first part, I suppose. क्या पूछा था? क्या पूछा? We were asked the height, the total height up to which the body reaches. The maximum height obtained. So we have got the maximum height obtained. The maximum height obtained is 122.5 meters. Okay, and now we want the total time taken by it before it reaches the ground. I need to rub this rough part. So now I want the total time के लिए I give you the formula. मतलब total time यानी from the ground ऊपर जाना है और ऊपर से वापस नीचे आना है. So the total time of the journey, it is the total time of the journey was given by a special formula. It was 2u upon g. So here it is 2 into u. U is given to be 49 upon g. G is 9.8. When I shift the decimal, it becomes 0 up. 2 into 49 and there is one extra 0 upon 98. 49 ones are and 0, 49 twos are. 2 and 2 cancels. Therefore, the total time taken is 10 seconds. The total time of the journey is 10 seconds. Getting it? Was a simplified one. Again, वापस एक बार देखते हैं. when it was starting from the bottom, its initial velocity was 49 meters per second, but when it reaches the maximum height, तो maximum height पे तो वो stop होने वाला है, इसके लिए हम लोग ने v को 0 meters per second लिया हुआ है. And since the object is moving in an upward direction, we take g का value as minus, and they have specified that use 9.8. इसके लिए I have taken minus 9.8 meters per second square. Now here टाइम के बारे में कुछ भी दिया नहीं है, इसके लिए आई यूज द फॉर्मूला v स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू यू स्क्वायर प्लस 2as, एंड व्हेन आई सब्स्टिट्यूट देयर इज सम कैलकुलेशन पार्ट विच यू हैव टू पे अटेंशन. 2 बार लिख के लोगे तो यू विल गेट इट इजीली, और इसको सब मल्टीप्लाई करते बैठोगे तो इट विल वेस्ट योर टाइम. इसके लिए बेटर गो बाय दिस मेथड, यू गेट अ सिंप्लीफाइड आंसर 122.5 meters. Okay, and then we wanted the total time of the journey. I told in the beginning of the chapter while I'm giving the formulas that whenever there is a total journey of to and fro, use a special formula, that is 2u upon g. So I have used 2u upon g. 2 times u is given to be 49 meters per second and g का value is always 9.8. पॉइंट को मैंने शिफ्ट कर दिया तो ऊपर और एक एक्स्ट्रा 0 आ जाएगा, तो इट बिकम्स 2 इंटू 490 अपॉन 98. उसका सिर्फ कैंसिलेशन कर दिया. आंसर आई हैव गॉट 10 seconds. Got it? So this was your 17th question. Okay, so we go for the question number 18, which is about a stone is dropped freely. अच्छा, वापस से now it is coming from top to bottom. इसका मतलब when it is coming down, gravity हम लोग पॉजिटिव यूज करेंगे. क्या वैल्यू दिया हुआ है? g का वैल्यू कुछ प्रोवाइड किया है? yes, प्रोवाइड किया है 10 meters per second square. Okay, now हम लोग देखते हैं a stone is dropped freely from the top of the tower. So when it is dropped from here, initially it was at rest. So इसका मतलब your u is 0 meters per second. And g, as we decided, since it is moving in a downward direction, we take positive value 10 meters per second square. Okay, it reaches the ground in 4 seconds. Time दिया हुआ है, time is 4 seconds. So what do we want? Calculate the height. Okay, very simple. Height के फॉर्मूला में u और t दिया है, इसका मतलब your formula is going to be s is equals to ut plus half at square. S का मतलब है h, u and t will remain as it is, half as it is, a का मतलब है g and t square. तो height we need h का u का value is 0, t is 4 seconds plus half into g is positive value of 10, t is 4 but 4 का square. Therefore h is equal to 0 into 4 is 0 plus, first let me calculate, half into this is your 10 and 4 का square is 16. 2 ones and 2 8s. So you are left out with 0 को consider नहीं करेंगे, only 10 into 8 is 80 meters. So your final answer is 80 meters. Calculate the height of the tower. Therefore the height of the tower is 80 meters. कुछ भी नहीं था प्रॉब्लम के अंदर. डायग्रामेटिकली देख लो. The body was freely falling from a top of the tower. So since it is falling from the top of the tower, initially it was in my hand, मतलब it was at rest. इसके लिए I took u is equals to 0. बराबर है. आगे जाके velocity बढ़ेगा नहीं बढ़ेगा उसके बारे में कुछ मेंशन नहीं किया है, तो leave that part. Now since the body is moving in a downward direction, g we are going to consider positive. That is g is moving towards the gravity. इसके लिए we use positive value of 10. और कुछ दिया है टाइम, यस टाइम इंटरवल दिया है, इट इज फॉलिंग इन 4 seconds, तो हम लोग उसको 4 seconds यूज करेंगे. सिंस द प्रॉब्लम के अंदर हाइट फाइंड आउट करना है, यानी कि s बोलो या h बोलो, वी आर सपोज टू फाइंड ऑन u एंड t दिया हुआ है, वी यूज द फॉर्मूला s इज इक्वल्स टू ut प्लस हाफ at स्क्वायर. उसको रिप्लेसमेंट करेंगे, s के जगह पर h पुट कर दिया और a के जगह पर g पुट कर दिया. देन जस्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यूज. सिंपल कैंसिलेशन है, कैंसिलेशन करके मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, यू गेट अ फाइनल आंसर दैट योर हाइट इज 80 meters. That is the height of the tower. Okay, that was your 18th question. Okay, now we go for the 19th question. It says a pebble is dropped freely in a well. So if I draw a well, a pebble is dropped. Pebble is a small piece of stone, is dropped. मतलब initially it is at rest. मतलब your u is equals to 0 meters per second. it takes 20 seconds for the pebble to reach the water surface in the well. तो water surface तक पहुंचने के लिए it takes about 20 seconds. So the time taken is 20 seconds. G is said to be 10 meters per second square. Now G we will consider positive because it is moving in a downward direction. And they have given an extra thing, that is the speed of sound. Why this is given? Because it's a problem related to echo. So less chances for being asked in the exam. Then we want the depth of the water surface. Depth of the water surface, that is the height. So H is equals to how much? So for the formula H, S is equals to UT plus half AT square. S means your H, UT will remain same, half of AT, A becomes G, T square. H is equal to U is given 0, T is 20 plus this half into G is 10 and T is 20. So 20 square. H is equals to 0 into this becomes 0 plus half into this 10 into 20 square is 400. 2 ones are 2 twos are and 200. Therefore height is equal to 210. So 200 into 10, that is 2000. Therefore the height has become 2000 meters. That is the depth of water surface. Therefore the depth of water surface is 2000 meters. Okay, now we'll try to find the time interval when it strikes the surface. So the time interval is given by the distance covered upon the time. Distance covered is how much? 2000 meters. And the time taken is time is distance upon speed. Okay, and the speed given to us is 330. So 0 and 0 cancels, we are left with 200 upon 33. If I divide 200 and this is 33, 6 gives me 198. So it becomes only 2 is left. If I take a decimal, 1 extra 0 will come. Again 33 में जाता नहीं है, तो I take an extra 0 to put an extra 0 over here. 33 6 वापस से it becomes 198. So this will go on. इसका मतलब the answer is going to be something 6.06, which we approximately take 6.1 seconds. चलेगा? This is the time interval. So therefore the total time when echo is heard will be, जितना पहले टाइम वाटर सरफेस के ऊपर लग रहा था, टाइम to reach surface plus time for echo to be heard. So time to reach the surface was already given 20 seconds plus the time for the echo has come out to be 6.1. Therefore totally it becomes 26.1 seconds. Getting it? It was an echo related problem wherein the first data starting from rest, time interval given till the surface of the water. So using this I first find the distance कहाँ से पानी है, डेप्थ कितना है, यहाँ से डेप्थ कितना है. तो डेप्थ इज अराउंड 2000 मीटर्स. अभी ये 2000 मीटर्स का डिस्टेंस क्रॉस करने के लिए कितना टाइम लगने वाला है, इस डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड, दैट इज इट टेक 6.1 सेकेंड्स फॉर एन एको टू टेक प्लेस. यहाँ पर स्ट्राइक होके एको सुनने में 6.1 सेकेंड्स लग रहा है. तो टोटल टाइम, आदमी अगर यहाँ पर खड़ा है तो व्हाट इज द टोटल टाइम टेकन बाय हिम, ही विल टेक दिस 20 सेकेंड्स प्लस एको का जो भी टाइमिंग है 6.1. तो दिस प्लस दिस विल गिव यू द टोटल टाइम इंटरवल व्हेन द एको विल फाइनली रीच द पर्सन. समझ में आ रहा है? This is your 19th question. Now the 20th one, pay attention properly. Lots of steps. A ball is thrown vertically upwards from the top of the tower. From the top of the tower it is thrown. Is it visible? Okay. So this is supposed to be a tower. You are standing over here, top of the tower. यहाँ से you are throwing an object in an upward direction. A ball is thrown vertically upwards from the top of the tower with an initial velocity. मतलब जब यहाँ से जा रहा है तभी उसका initial velocity is given, कितना दिया है? With an initial velocity of 19.6 meters per second. इसका मतलब फर्स्ट केस में I am going to consider u is equals to 19.6 meters per second. और बाद में बोला है the ball reaches the ground after 5 seconds. मतलब यहाँ तक पहुँचा, उसके बाद में after total time of 5 seconds it will touch the ground. So total time to reach the ground is 5 seconds. ये बाद में देखेंगे. तो फर्स्ट टू फाइंड द हाइट ऑफ द टावर. हाइट ऑफ द टावर फाइंड आउट करना है, लेकिन हाइट ऑफ द टावर के लिए मुझे इसका भी टी चाहिए और कुछ पूछा है वेलोसिटी भी चाहिए. तो फर्स्ट विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड फॉर दिस केस. व्हेन द object or the pebble is thrown from this point, ultimately it will reach to the maximum point, and at this maximum point the v will become 0. बराबर है. At maximum height v is equals to 0 meters per second. अगर ये है तो v first find the value of this height. ये height कितना है? So for the first part, v square minus u square is equals to 2as, or we put it as v square is equals to u square plus 2as. उसको सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. v square is equal to u square plus 2, a के जगह पर g, s के जगह पर हाइट. v क्या है? 0, तो 0 का स्क्वायर. u क्या है? 19.6, लेकिन उसका स्क्वायर प्लस 2 इंटू जी. जी कितना दिया है? जी दिया है, जी दे हैव सेट टू यूज 9.8, लेकिन ध्यान रखो इट इज़ मूविंग इन एन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन. तो यहाँ पर मैं मेंशन कर ही देता हूँ दैट जी वी आर गोइंग टू यूज माइनस 9.8 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर, क्योंकि इट इज़ मूविंग इन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन. सो माइनस 9.8 इंटू हाइट वी डोंट नो. ओके, दिस रिमेन्स 0. इसको मल्टीप्लाई मत करो. Let it remain 19.6 the whole square. Plus minus is minus, so it is 2 into 9.8 into h. Now this multiplication means a whole term. तो ये पूरा term को shift it on the other side, so it will become 2 into 9.8 into h is equal to this 19.6 का square. Now pay attention कैसे उसको solve कर रहा हूँ मैं. I want the value of h. तो फिर 19.6 को 2 बार मल्टीप्लाई किया. 19.6 इंटू 19.6 फुल अपॉन वट एवर इज विथ h, टेक इट इन द डिनोमिनेटर. 2 इंटू 9.8. नाउ व्हेन आई शिफ्ट द डेसिमल, यहाँ पर एक प्लेस, यहाँ पर एक प्लेस, तो यहाँ पर भी 2 प्लेस होना चाहिए. तो एक प्लेस और एक 0 एक्स्ट्रा आ जाएगा. मतलब व्हाट विल बिकम? इट विल बिकम 196 इंटू 196 अपॉन 2 इंटू 980. चलेगा? So now this is 98 ones are and zeros are, 98 twos are. This 2 and 2 cancels. अभी अपॉन में 10 है. Don't go for cancellation. खाली 10 है मतलब shift the decimal. So your height becomes 196 था, तो अपॉन 10 मतलब पॉइंट आफ्टर 1 प्लेस, मतलब 19.6 मीटर्स. तो ये हाइट हो गया 19.6 मीटर्स. ये जो है ना इतना, दिस हाइट हैज बिकम 19.6 मीटर्स. ओके, अभी एक काम करते हैं, विल ट्राई टू फाइंड द डिस्टेंस ओवर हियर. तो उसका ही सेकेंड पार्ट, बी पार्ट. तो टू फाइंड द टाइम इंटरवल फाइंड आउट करेंगे. v इज इक्वल्स टू u प्लस ए टी, विच इज रिटन एज v इज इक्वल टू u प्लस जी टी. v का वैल्यू क्या है? 0. u कितना था? 19.6. plus g is minus 9.8 into t. So take this negative on this side, it will become positive 9.8 t is equal to 19.6. समझ रहा है? डिवाइड दिस 19.6 क्या होगा? t is equals to 19.6 अपॉन 9.8. एक पॉइंट शिफ्ट becomes 196 upon 98. 98 ones are 98 twos are. Therefore time becomes 2 seconds. याद रखना, the object यहाँ से यहाँ आने के लिए it takes 2 seconds. समझ में आया? 2 seconds. But the total time taken was 5 seconds. तो अगर इतने में अगर 2 seconds लगता है तो टावर के लिए कितना लगेगा? बाकी का जो बचेगा वो. Therefore टावर के लिए कितना टाइम लग रहा है? टाइम टेकन टू क्रॉस द टावर विल बी टोटल टाइम माइनस पेबल का टाइम विच इज 3 seconds. So whatever now we are going to calculate is about this. चलेगा? So now when I consider this total, ये total distance is equals to ut plus half at square. Now I am considering from the top point to the bottom point. यहाँ तक मैं consider करने वाला हूँ, wherein I am going to use that it is moving towards gravity. तो अभी जो g का use करूँगा, it is going to be positive. g का value will be positive. कैसे use करेंगे? s मतलब h, ut plus half g with t square. Height u is it is starting from here, तो u is 0. टाइम इंटरवल कौन सा वाला चाहिए अपने को? 3 seconds का. तो टेकिंग 3 प्लस हाफ इंटू g is taken 9.8 into t square. टाइम इंटरवल कौन सा ले रहे हैं? 3 वाला, तो 3 seconds, 3 square. Therefore height is equals to ये 0 हो गया, 2 ones are and 2 4.9s are into 3 square is 9. Therefore h is equals to 9 into 9 9s are 81, 1 and 8, 9 4s are 36 and 44, 44.1. ये मिल गया 44.1. मतलब ये एक टोटल हाइट मिल गया. कितना? 44.1. लेकिन ये वाला हाइट ऑलरेडी कितना है? 19.6. Therefore the height of the tower will equal to the total height minus the maximum height of pebble. पेबल जहाँ तक मैक्सिमम गया था उसका हाइट फाइंड आउट किया था. टोटल हाइट कितना मिला अपने को? 44.1 माइनस ये हाइट कितना मिला था? 19.6. ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट 44.1 और 19.6 माइनस करेंगे 3 1 4 5, ये कितना है? 3 13, तो ये 4 होगा, ये 24 हो जाएगा. मतलब 24.5 हाइट है मीटर्स. सो दिस इज द हाइट ऑफ द टावर. टावर का हाइट इज दिस मच. इज इट ओके? टावर का हाइट मिल गया. नाउ व्हाट यू वांट इज, आगे पूछा है फाइंड द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द बॉल ऑन रीचिंग द ग्राउंड. सो सेकेंड पार्ट, v इज इक्वल्स टू u प्लस at या gt. दैट इज v इज इक्वल्स टू u क्या था स्टार्टिंग से? 0 प्लस g इज 9.8 इंटू टाइम कितना ले रहे हैं हम लोग? when it is 3 seconds from the tower. Therefore v is equals to 8 3s are 24, 4 and 2 27, 29, 29.4 meters per second. So this is your final velocity when it reaches the ground surface. Understood? Remember this by the concept of diagram. ये टावर है, ये हाइट ऑफ द पेबल है, डेटा इज गिवन टू यू. उसमें कैलकुलेशंस को थोड़ा बराबर से ध्यान देना किस तरह से करना है. एंड देन टू फाइंड द टाइम इंटरवल. ये टाइम इंटरवल क्यों फाइंड आउट किया? सो दैट आई कैन सब्ट्रैक्ट फ्रॉम द टोटल टाइम इंटरवल. और अल्टीमेटली व्हेन यू सब्ट्रैक्ट यू गेट 3 सेकेंड्स. क्यों 3 सेकेंड्स फाइंड आउट किया? टू फाइंड द हाइट ऑफ द टावर. तो हाइट ऑफ द टावर अपने को मिल जाएगा, हाइट ऑफ द टावर 24.5. कैसे मिला? पहले वी फाउंड द टोटल, उसमें से माइनस 19.6, जिससे क्या मिला अपने को 3 सेकेंड्स का 24.5. सेम वे टू फाइंड द फाइनल वेलोसिटी, तो u 0 है और यहाँ पर वेलोसिटी कितना है वो हम लोग ने फाइंड आउट किया. गेटिंग इट? u is 0 and v कितना है वो फाइंड आउट किया बाय टेकिंग v is equal to u plus gt. डायरेक्टली द आंसर. So this covers up all the numericals of part E of laws of motion. Okay. Thank you, students.